Good afternoon guys, it's Friday the 23rd of July. I'm just going to do a quick video on my week's trading so far. So I've got the 240-minute Euro Yen chart open in front of me. As I mentioned at the start of the week, I'm just trading the core strategy at the moment with the Euro Yen. Just a quick run through of exactly what has been happening for me. First thing is trying to mark up the weekly open, which is that line that runs across there. So any bar that straddles that is an ideal bar, and that gives me an each way trade of a long and a short. First trade of the week for me was at this portion of the chart. This is the bar that closed at 6 AM. That's where I got to the chart. So I placed a long entry at the high, short entry at the low. Whichever triggers first, the opposite pending order gets cancelled. So for me, the short triggered for me, so the long got cancelled, and the high of that bar was used as the stop area for my short trade. As you can see, short trade stopped out fairly quickly. Price moved up, which I mentioned on a previous video. Price moved up, stopped me out. People in the live trading room using the snatch strategy caught majority of that move up there. I had to wait for that bar to complete at 10 AM, and then I could place a new pending long and short order as that bar straddled the weekly open. Waited for that to trigger. What happened after this part of the charts here? This was at that part of the chart was at 2 AM. I came to the charts here at this bar 6 AM. First thing to note is a new chop zone was confirmed. That bar there was the chop zone confirmation bar, the trigger bar. The actual boundaries of the chop zone were at the high and low of that bar. I needed four bars to confirm the actual chop zone. That happened overnight, so when I came to the chart, the chop zone was in effect. So effectively that took that off the cards for me for any new swing trade setup. So that took me into, at this point of the charts was in Tuesday, so there's no trades for me at that point of the chart. And as the day and the week unfolded, we can see that there was the chop zone extended across the chart. So there was, I mean, if you wanted to, there was another trigger bar there with confirmation, but it was just one big long chop zone, which for me isn't ideal, so I wouldn't be trading them. So that took me into Tuesday and into Wednesday, where that was off the table for me, so no trades. Coming into Thursday, you can see this bar here broke out of the chop zone low. I needed to wait for that to close below the chop zone to confirm that it was the chop zone was finished with for that part of the chart. It also created an ideal bar for me, but it was at 10 o'clock at night, so I wasn't actually around to trade that bar. So I had to wait until the following morning, which took me into Thursday, which was this part of the charts. We're on Thursday now, and a new trade trigger didn't actually confirm for me until this bar, which was the close of the 2 PM bar yesterday afternoon. That straddled the weekly open, so that was an each way trading opportunity for me. Prior to that, earlier on in the morning, I was looking for a new trade because the price was below the weekly open. I would need to look for a bullish close past open, which happened there, but then I would have needed a bearish close past open for me to re-enter on a short, and that would have given me a short entry below that bar. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. It did create the ideal, a new ideal bar for me. So it's long above, short below. Whichever triggers first, the opposite gets cancelled. So the long triggered, So I'm now long at that portion of the charts. The stop loss went to the low of that ideal bar, which was there. Price went up, and because I'm only looking for swing targets, it's plus 50. It's 10% of an average day's move for me on Euro Yen. So I managed to get the first swing trade target out there. Stop was managed to half at this point of the chart, and that was it. There was nothing further for me to do really until the morning. These bars here are overnight bars, this one being the bar that closed at 6 AM. So at that point of the charts, once that bar closed, I was looking at the low of the overnight price action for me to alter my stop loss. So I altered the stop loss to that area of the chart there, and unfortunately on the open of the next bar, which is this large bullish bar, price moved down from the open to stop me out before obviously retracing and carrying its upward movement. So I stopped out at that part, and there was no new trades left for me, because what happened then, once again, chop zone was confirmed, trigger bar there, 1, 2, 3, and the fourth bar that confirmed the chop zone confirmed at 10 AM this morning. So there was no swing trades to take there for me. So from a swing trade point of view, not an awful lot of action for me this week. To be honest, just one trade on a Monday which stopped me out, then nothing else until sort of Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon. So that was that really, from the swing trade point of view.